Hello everyone, welcome back to another fair reaction. Don't mind the weird face. Yes, I am 30 years old. Anyway, let's go to another fair reaction. Now this time it's kind of interesting because the Discord chat I go to, well, let's just say there are people hyping up for the colorless unit in this one. Because like Andres is like screaming, and Andres doesn't usually scream like this in Fire Emblem Heroes. When he does, that's usually because the character he knows I know he likes. I think even Zale is like very concerned about how many orbs might spend on this one. So this one's gotta be, so gotta be careful. Who is the colorless unit for this one? And then by the looks of the Discord chat, it seems like it's a male colorless unit. So we'll see what happens. Because this might be interesting. So I also checked, because Zale is also doing some checks for itself too, that of all the free orbs that I have left that I can just get, I have 38 left. Some of which are from videos I'm going to make later, but others are from the squad assaults, from the other multi-map battles that I have left. So yeah, I don't have a lot of orbs if this is going to be a crazy banner. But we'll see what happens in the Múspell banner, because, the thumbnail character is Múspell. I mean, it's not surprising. That's not a spoiler that we need to worry about. So anyway, so who else is in that Múspell banner? So here we... Alright. What do we have here? So the new heroes, that means that there's going to be permanent characters. So let's see. Who's first? Oh, no, that's why! That's why! Oh, now it makes sense! Now, that's why Andres was hyped like crazy. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, so it's going to be quite a few SD Kanto and stuff. Okay, that makes sense now. Okay, so now normally this is the part where I would continue the reaction. However, my mom just had to emergency interrupt me with a life or death call that ended up going nowhere. Anyway, life or death call that ended up going absolutely nowhere. So it's a long story. Long story short, mom is dying because nothing is giving her a sleep mask. So anyway, I would elaborate, but I'd rather not. So anyway, so I'm at the 42-second mark on this trailer. So just as we're about to reveal the second character, so let's just get right down to this. But at this point, not like it really matters, because like the one character that matters is already revealed. Like what? What else are they gonna do? Other Ashen Wolf stuff? Well, anyway. I don't even know how well. Anyway, Fly Red Mage, with of course she is. Yep. Attack speed far trace. Ooh, that's got to exist eventually. Anyway, so what else are they gonna do? Do ball this? They're gonna do happy? Or are they gonna do? Yes, they're gonna do happy.
People keep their distance from me.
Okay. Yeah, Blue Mage. Yeah, Blue Mage Cav. Like. Alright, what are you going to do? Yeah, I thought so. I'm going to say, is going to do AR far trace? Yes, she is. I actually expected the AR far trace, to be honest. Alright, so is Musa going to show here or going to shoot another Ashen Wolf character? But then again, I don't think they're going to do both this. So. This is Múspell. That's what else could it be? I just realized I never actually heard his voice.
Show me the bones. Lay bare the truth.
Dragon Wall, cool. That's all I'm gonna say about that. This dragon form is pretty dang cool too. Literally like when you spit up a lava dragon. And look, no Balthus, because obviously you can't really. FEH still hasn't found a way to make, Gauntlet's characters. Oh, there he is. Never mind, there he is. I was getting they're gonna do Gauntlet's characters, but never mind, there he is. King of Grappling does not grapple. So yeah, King of Grappling does not grapple. Anyway, and the rest is not important. You already see like Celestial Stone things. I'm not even gonna. I'm basically out of money now, so I'm not going to bother with these. All right. So anyway, to be honest, I do not care about the Ashen Wolves like at all. Like I don't. Yeah, I really don't care about them at all. The thing is, like, I actually got bored of playing their story. I actually got bored. Like, I'm just sorry, but like, I got super bored of playing like their little side story. That I just stopped. Like after like the Death Knight fight. I'm not sure if it's after Death Knight fight. That I actually got bored. I stopped bothering because I just feel like it's not fun anymore. So anyway. Alright, yeah, okay, let's just go down to what the characters are. Yuri, yeah, expected, like, it's gonna be, like, the fan favorite one because I just really likes him. So, yeah, sure. I mean, he's, like, the leader of them all, so, fine. To be honest, can you see how much I don't care? So, anyway, he comes with Sea-Dual Infantry 4. Wait, I thought Sea-Dual Infantry 4 is actually in something else. No, Sea-Dual Cavalry 4, that's been out. Okay, fine. Time Spell's cool, Glimmer cool, Foul Play, which I assume is a pref. But let's see here. Unit target swap spaces range 3. And before that is a pref assist. So that's cool. Because I think Yuri does this normally. I think he has a skill like this normally, where a swap with this a faraway swap. Hey, but at least we got a first range 3 of anything. Like specifically range 3 of anything. At least there's finally a skill for that. Again, I think that's a pref, so I don't think that's I don't think that's inheritable. Because imagine any unit can have this. Imagine armor units can have this. Anyway, what does his dagger do? Let's see here. Enables Kanto, sure. Cooldown charge, sure. Start a turn, you can move 1 extra space, but only in that turn, does not stack. So basically, he starts moving at 4 space. At the start of combat, foe's HP is wearing 50% grand attack speed 60 unit in combat, sure. And then dagger 7 effect. Movement King. I guess you could say Yuri likes to move it. Come on. He likes movement. So yeah, he definitely likes to move. So anyway, moving on. Constance, sure. Because I gotta say sure. It's their class, sure. Dark Flyer. Fine. So the only thing I'm not to see here is attack speed for our trees, because it of course has to exist eventually. So might as well see what kind of crazy usage attack speed for our trace would do. Okay, it was bound to happen eventually, especially for more defensive ranged cavalries. Is there a more defensive ranged cavalry? Like specifically ranged cavalry. Like, are there any? I don't know. Maybe there are. Aside from Constance, maybe Constance herself can use this very well. I mean, she kind of has to. I mean, it's on for a reason, right? And speed res rain, obviously, yeah, makes sense. Okay, I can see that happening. It's push 4, harsh command plus, sure. And her pref tome is your grant speed 3. It initiates combat within 2 spaces of an ally. Grants attack speed 6 unit combat. Yawn neutralizes effects that prevent its follow-up attacks. Okay, so anti-no follow-up, sure. Neutralize foes bonuses to speed and res, and you yourself lower speed and res. Okay. On odd number turns, wait. Always on odd number turns, and neutralize what? Hold up. Neutralizes foes bonuses to speed and res on odd number turns. On even number turns, neutralize units penalties to attack and speed. Okay, Mickey Red Mage. Cool. Doesn't Constance have something similar to this? Like, in actual, like, you know, in the actual 3 houses? Again, I stopped caring about Ashen Wolves. They got me off of 3 houses, but then I probably would have gotten off of 3 houses anyway, like, naturally. But, like, doesn't Constance normally have something like this? Like, where sometimes, like, the penalties and sometimes, you know, prevents buffs? Or is this a reference to Constance's very particular quirk? I don't know. But I feel like AS Far Trace 3 could actually help on something. I don't know on what, but I feel like it could be helpful on something. Maybe if I look it up later, maybe there's some sort of defensive range cavalry that can use this. Anyway, let's go to Happy. Her art's fine. I don't think that's what I gotta say. Her art's fine. Like visually, she's the most appealing out of all the ones in the Ashen Wolves, except for maybe Yuri. But I think like Happy is fine as is. So she is a Cav mage. If I could. Anyway, so she comes with AR fire trait, and I'm not exactly surprised. To be honest, that's probably the most expected thing I could think of when putting her, because I think I couldn't do more characters with the AR fire trace. Because like more range Cav could use this. Tech Res Catch 4, nice. That's a new thing. And what else? If penalty, yeah, Grand Tech with Res plus 7, so she is. Who can use this? Who can use this? I'm pretty sure someone like so a bunch of other characters can use this, but I can't think of somewhere at the bat. But I know a lot of people can use attack res, but I don't know if it's going to be more than attack speed, because the Micaiahs, they're infantry, so they want ideal skills. But then again, the Bride Micaiah is a flying unit, so no wait, no, I think isn't Bride and the Brave Micaiah flyer units, because they float, because they could use this. Anyway. Demonic Tome, effective against dragons and beasts, because, yeah, that's Happy's thing. Accelerate special cooldown, boring. Sorry, like every single banner is always some unit that has accelerate special trigger. Like, at this point, like, the only thing that will make me more interested if it accelerates special cooldown -2, like, as, like, a weapon effect, instead of just, like, something like Quickened Pulse. So it can have zero turn glimmers. Anyway, or zero turn like moon bows. Other than that, just accelerate special cooldown -1. At this point, it's kind of a given almost every unit with a pref. Anyway, a special cooldown counts as maximum value, grants special cooldown -1. Yeah, there are some units that already do that. So that's fine. So from what I'm seeing here is that because like she comes with Glimmer, the game will want her to have 0 turn glimmers. That's all I'm seeing here. Or at least like, and if her speed is fast, if she's fast enough, she could probably immediately do like 0 turn glimmers without even trying. And the start of combat, unit HP grants 25%, great attack res saves the unit during combat. It makes me think that she's not a fast unit at all. But come on, let's face it, she might be a fast unit. Next. So anyway, next. So it shows Múspell. Múspell's already a beefy guy. Not much worse. We already know about him, but let's go see what he comes with. ARD defense res 4. See, that is a skill. Like if like. This is like the one skill that ARD actually needs. The one skill ARD needs. Not, honestly, ARD Fatalguard can use this. Like, yeah, like, she wants her base ideal skill, sure. But, like, imagine Fatalguard on defense with that. It's actually kind of nuts. Anyway, Domain of Flame, it grant attack defense 4 and effect, and the effect if unit's attack is greater than foe's res during combat. Okay, interesting. These are the dragon too. But then again, like, just the condition of if units attack is greater than foe's res, at this point, it might as well be a given. At this point, if units attack exists, then affect. Because most units, in general, do not have high res. And the ones that do, use res for other things, not just for, tanking mages. Granted, I have parry to tank mages, sure, but in general, most units don't have a high enough res. I wonder, actually, now that I think about it, I wonder if there is a thing that actually has, like, what is the average stat of every single unit in Fire Emblem Heroes that constantly updates, kind of like what Bolpita does to all different types of Pokemon. I wonder. And so you wonder how low the res stat is. Anyway, what's the actual effect? Unit's first attack equals damage equal to unit 30% of unit's attack minus foe's res. Asterisk? Oh, no, asterisk. That's a parenthesis, not parenthesis, a quotation. Anyway, all of what I just said, 2 hours within 2 spaces during combat. So it's not even just to himself; it's to his allies. So, okay then. So, Fethelgard. So if Fethelgard, then do this. Anyway, but yeah, too many units can use this. Anyway, if units within 2 spaces of an ally, grant attack defense for 2 units during combat. Also, if units attack is greater than foe's res during combat, units first attack deals blah blah what I just said to himself. So basically, his main effect to himself, and then he can use that effect on allies. Sure. It's a bit similar to Naga, in which, like, she herself can do Dragon Effective, but, like, she can also give Dragon Effective allies. So it's something like that. Anyway, Flame Lick Breath. Are you kidding me with that name? Okay, fine. Attack was 3. Started combat. Surprisingly, no special cooldown charge. But I see Deep Wounds in there. If unit's HP is equal to 25%, grants all plus 5 to unit during combat, and foe can't recover HP. So blah, 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 Dual Leaf. Yeah. Dual leaf. That's it. That's all I gotta say about that. It's kind of okay, whatever, fine. From what I'm seeing, since they don't actually give what Balthus does, I assume it's just going to be some pathetic like stats that kind of make him a 3-star character, which stinks because Balthus looks really cool. And of course, like, since Fire Emblem Heroes is too afraid to give grappling or to get any sort of, melee colorless anything, they're gonna might as well give him the axe, and I don't just mean the weapon. But yeah, and Grand Hero Battle is Aelfric. Wait, that name's familiar. I forget. He's like. Wait, I forgot what he looks like. Oh, that guy. That weird Saros guy with the red and black outfit. Oh, and isn't he like the whole like? Okay, isn't he like a helpful character from the Ashen Wolves? And I kind of, I accidentally asked the thing, so I could probably guess what kind of unit he'll be. Give me a second. So he's a monk in his base class, so I assume he's going to be a staff or a blue. So it's going to be a staff or a because he comes with sword, lance, and some magic and some heals, so it could be either way. But his base class is monk. Where in 3 houses is equivalent of the healer class. So and light magic. So basically blue tome maybe. So either infantry blue tome or infantry staff. If it's the latter, infantry staff, he better have something that will something that will give some competition to Summer Reese. So something better than a palm staff. So anyway, I got nothing more to say. To be honest, I don't really care much about Ashen Wolves. So, because Ashen Wolves got me off of 3 houses. Mostly because I got bored. And so I don't really have any connection to the Ashen Wolves. So, the only thing interesting here is that Constance has attack, far trace. Yuri just has movement for days. And Happy has the AR trace, AR trace. That's it. Yeah. See you guys later for our next fair reaction.